Uh,
Hey everyone, welcome to our Friday edition of the Daily Download brought to you by Rex Opportunities and Ritual Motion. Visit Ritual Motion for more sessions and guild information or to create your own content. Go to Rex Opportunities or the link in chat to get the daily download in your inbox. So it's kind of a light news day, and since we've got Adam, who is a collegiate coach, we're going to go back a day and talk about this NASCAR announcement. So I'm going to kind of read over it a little bit, and then I'm going to let you take away, break down, explain it to me because I'm still learning. So yesterday we heard NASCAR launches eNASCAR College iRacing Series with NACE Star League. NASCAR has joined forces with the Collegiate Esports League, NACE Star League, to launch the eNASCAR College iRacing Series. They need an easier name. I'm just going to say that one.
It's a lot.
The series is open to over 500 colleges and universities across North America, with aspiring drivers competing for a chance to earn a share of $50,000 in scholarships. What I brought out yesterday was it was cool that it's presented by Coca-Cola, Southern Computer Warehouse, Placey, and gaming peripherals brand Logitech G. So it's getting those sponsors, and that we've previously talked about is super important. That's missing in college.
Yeah, I agree. I think when I saw the sponsor list, I was really excited about it. I serve on the competition council of NACE, which oversees the NACE Star League. So this has been a conversation that's been happening for a couple months now. And with so many partners, there's a lot of legal stuff that makes this take a lot longer than usual. But I'm really excited about it. The moment I got excited was when I tuned in on a Friday night stream for the Collegiate iRacing League. There's a small league that does this. That doesn't involve NASCAR and A-Star League, but I saw cars competing against each other with the logos of these schools. And at that moment, I was like, this is so cool. My boss and admins would eat this up. Fast forward a little bit, this conversation started. An agreement between Playfly, who runs CSL, and NACE, NASCAR coming together. I'm really excited about it. iRacing is a title that I've kind of kept at arm's length as a coach because there's kind of a big startup cost and there's not a ton of players out there yet. But in the discovery, I found a couple players on campus who play other racing games, and this has kind of given us an opportunity to kind of test it out. It's so not every day
the national is involved for that. Sorry, I'm trying to process what that looks like.
Usually it has usually racers will have the steering wheel and the foot pedals. Logitech actually creates a really good set, hence why they're involved. Okay. Placey creates the simulation chair and like the setup that the steering wheel goes on. So you'll sit in a racing chair, kind of down low to the ground. There's a stand for the pedals and the steering wheel. Placey actually makes those. So you'd buy that, you'd buy the steering wheel, and then it hooks up to a gaming PC and monitor.
Okay.
And that's a racing rig, if you will, or a simulation rig.
Okay. And then is it one player per like team? Is it solos?
Yeah, it's kind of solos, but you can represent your school. So
like track.
Yes, I think so. Do I look like I've ever ran track? I'm an esports coach. I don't know. But probably, yeah, you run, I guess, Olympics. Okay. I'm thinking, yes. So it's very much solo. Okay. But what's interesting about this is it's a series of 3 races that are not connected. And anyone in a college can actually do the qualifier. It's like you do the race on the track by yourself. And then the game tracks your speed and you get put on a leaderboard. And then the leaderboard, the top 50 or so get invited to the actual race where you're racing for money. So it's very much open to, and it's been on the front page of iRacing for a week or so at this point. So there's a lot of buzz going on around it. And I'm really excited. The activation between iRacing and NASCAR is really unique. And we haven't seen something quite at this level in esports. It's not every day that the professional league is partnering with a college league to put on something. So this is really exciting.
Okay, this makes more sense because Ben was talking yesterday how what's really cool about iRacing is it's one of the few esports that crosses over that actually can help you be better at
Mm,
the physical version. Whereas, like, if I'm playing Rocket League or Fortnite, like, I'm not really gaining skills.
yeah.
But with iRacing, you could become a better, and I guess there's like research on it, but you could become a better actual racer from it.
I wouldn't doubt it. iRacing is a very highly realistic simulation game. It's not cartoony or
Hmm.
arcadey like Forza might
Almost
be.
like a metaverse.
Almost. If any viewers in chat have done Microsoft Flight Simulator, it's very much
Oh,
it's not an arcade type game. It is a simulation game.
gotcha.
Hence why you might get better at racing in real life if you play iRacing.
But it will look like an arcade in your gaming space,
It,
right? With these
yes, it
chairs
would.
and the
Yes, it
wheels.
will. Yes,
You
but
get the
watching it
neon
has been,
lights.
yeah, right. Not a huge fan of neon lights, but
Oh,
yeah, you gotta have them, I guess. But it's a really cool, and to see our school's logo in those races would be a really cool experience for me and our alumni and our administrators. So something I'm
yeah.
looking to invest in.
So interesting. And what a point that I think if you're not part of like scholastic esports, that I think is important is that you're saying like these kids don't have to necessarily be a part of the team yet. And like this is a great way to recruit new players for
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah,
and
we have
so
a
they
lot
can
of, I
qualify.
mean, every school has a ton of gamers on campus who aren't necessarily in the esports program, if there even is an esports program. And this opportunity allows students who aren't in that esports program to try out and to try to qualify. And then the tie back into the program after they qualify is going to be really a positive experience, hopefully, for those students. So, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Help with school spirit. Maybe get a
Yeah,
scholarship or two.
maybe.
Maybe. We'll see. Well, thank you for explaining that in a little more detail. It's very exciting. Um, it. Do you know when it's going to launch? Looks like.
Yes, the first one is the first time trial's up right now,
Oh wow.
and it goes in for the next 3 days, and then the first race is the 24th of February. So,
Okay.
and I believe they tie into actual NASCAR races. I don't follow NASCAR,
I don't
but
either.
someone watching is probably like, yeah, that week is the Daytona 500. So, which it might
Oh,
be because the first track is Daytona. So, um,
that's really cool. It always
oh,
says
it
that
is. So
Daytona.
the Daytona 500 is on the 20th of February, and this race is the 24th of February. So,
That's cool.
yeah,
Great way to
little tie
market
in.
both. I like co-marketing.
Absolutely.
Smart. All right. Well, that's interesting. You'll have to keep us informed on how that goes. So it sounds like it may be a little late. Can schools still join?
Yes, they have 3 more days to do the trial for this race, and then
Okay,
the next race will open up in early March. So plenty of time. Even if a
gotcha.
school can only do the April one, I would encourage them to try.
Okay. And then you know how like there's chip shortages and stuff like that. Is it easy to get the equipment? They have the money. Is it something they can actually acquire in
I
that
would
time
say
period?
yes. Logitech has been really helpful when I ask them questions,
Okay.
and Playseat, I believe, is in stock with all their stuff. So
Okay.
the PC, if you already have the PC, you don't need a special PC. It's just a gaming PC that hooks up. So
Mm,
yeah,
interesting. And then you see it on the like monitor. I'm just gonna have to start
yes.
googling what this
I'll
looks
send
like.
you pictures of these Playseat setups because they're really cool. Some people put like 3 monitors up, or like some of them have like a really long curved
Oh
monitor
yeah, yeah,
that I have no interest in buying, but they get pretty intense.
yeah.
So
All right. I'm gonna have to start looking that up. And I'm so curious. But I'm not a car person whatsoever or a
me
NASCAR
neither.
person.
Me
So
neither.
but I just like the tech side of it is fascinating to me. Okay. Well, I'll move on to our other stories. They're not as intense, but just a couple things. Meta's social VR platform Horizon hits 300,000 users. So it's, obviously still growing and people are excited about that. This next one I thought was very interesting. So YouTube could, they quote it, break sharing on borderline content to fight misinformation. So not a whole lot of detail other than it's a big shift on what they're going to do, and they're working on making it where they can't share this content that isn't, correct. But we'll see. Any thoughts on that?
Oh, that I'm interested to see. I don't know much of what they've been doing to combat misinformation until now. So
Yeah,
we'll
I'm
see.
gonna have to look it up more. Okay, last couple, and then we'll let everyone go on with their day. FTX and Nerd Street Gamers announce a crypto partnership. So just kind of keeping an eye on like who's going into that crypto space. So FTX will become a presenting sponsor of Nerd Street Gamers, a national schedule of community events, as well as a partner for upcoming Nerd Street Championships in summer 2022. So pretty quickly. And FTX will power Nerd Street's crypto payments. So I'm curious, who's going to be involved? Are they going to be doing just crypto payments? Are people going to be able to opt in or opt out of that? And how they're trying to keep all that organized, because that seems like a lot of work.
Another crypto partnership. I feel like it's every Friday and more.
Yeah. Really, it feels like every day. Since I do these every day, I'm like, oh, it's a new one. Okay.
It's a lot.
And then kind of last one, just because I keep seeing people share their profiles, is Juke launches a social media mobile app for esports fans. I don't know much about it. I need to read more about it, but I just keep seeing it. So I'm going to say, hey, it's a thing that's happening.
There you go. I've never used it, so
I haven't either. I have too many social apps. I sound like an old person. I can't keep up with them. My newest one is I'm working on using the Gamers app to support them, and I think it's great.
I haven't tried that yet.
Yeah. Their eventual goal is to make it where you can match up with people for gaming that are in your area or in a similar spot. That part's not live yet, but it is for like people just to interact, connect. They have events, all kinds of stuff. So it keeps getting better too. It's still kind of new. I got to be one of the like beta testers, and at first it was like clunky, but getting pretty good.
Good.
So,
our school or our campus and our program just partnered with them for an upcoming collegiate activation. So
I've been very exciting.
I've been thrilled with what they're doing for the space. So
yeah, they're great. All right, well, that's it. I hope everybody has a great rest of their Friday and a good weekend. Hopefully not too crazy of news, and we will see you again Monday and Adam on Friday.